And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. Here we are at Fort Zumwalt East High School. By the way, this is Kenny Masterson bringing you this game live. We are at Fort Zumwalt East High School in St. Peters. I guess it's St. Peters, St. Charles, somewhere down here. I know I drove south from Foley, so that brings me down to St. Peters, I guess. Anyway, we're down here at Fort Zumwalt East, home of the Lions. And your hometown Lady Indians are going to be playing the Lady Lions of Fort Zumwalt East. Don't have a whole lot of information on the Lady Lions, but I know they are 3-3, just having recently come off of a loss to St. Charles High School. And your Elsberry Lady Indians are now 4-3, coming fresh off of a win, third place in the Elsberry tournament last Saturday. And if I do say so myself, I thought they looked pretty darn good in at least two of those games. And the game that they lost, they really didn't, I don't think, look all that bad. They just, it was a very good team they were playing against, Borgia, and they went on to win the championship. But in that third game against Silex is an extremely good team. And the Lady Indians beat them. So anyway, before the game starts here, this breeze feels good. I was telling somebody earlier, the sun feels like August, the breeze feels like September. And I kind of like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the starting lineups out of the way. For the Fort Zumwalt East Lady Lions, we have number 14, Catherine Berglund. She'll be playing second base. Batting second, number 11, Mackenzie Hayes, left field. Batting third, number 3, Jocelyn Abbott, shortstop. Number 18, Chloe Smallfield, pitcher. Number 5, Elizabeth Behan. She is first base. Number 12, Molly Weiss, third base. Number 8, Kayla Kindler, catcher. Number 1, Jessica Kennan, right field. And number 6, Paige Benhart, center field. Now for your Elsberry Lady Indians, number 9, leading off, number 9, Tyra Henderson. Number 13, Emma Flaster. Tyra Henderson's going to be playing, she's going to be catching tonight. Number 13, Emma Flaster, playing second base. Number 15, Kylie Kinsler, pitching. Number 19, Morgan Jones, first base. Number 3, Peyton Robinson, shortstop. Number 20, Kelsey Flaster, left field. Number 16, Mackenzie Gladney, designated hitter. Number 12, Bella Mozzie, right field. Number 2, Tiny Henderson, center field. Number 11, Addison Steele, flex player. All right, as you can see on your screen, they start these games early almost every time, so I'm kind of gotten ready for them now. But anyway, you can see they're out in the field right now, and the captain's out there with the umpires, and so they're talking things over. And before this game gets started, let's go ahead and take a break here.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back. And before they actually get this game started, let's go ahead and talk just a little bit about the stats that these young ladies have so far. Seven games into the season, I said they are 4-3, and they are 4-3 now in the season. And in the 7 games, the young lady with the highest batting averages is Tiny Henderson, coming in at 455. She's had 19 plate appearances, and 11 of those have been at bats because she's had 8 walks, I believe. Well, 7 walks. But 5 hits, 4 singles, and 1 triple with 4 RBIs. Morgan Jones following up behind that with a 435 batting average with 10 hits, 5 singles, 4 doubles, and a triple. And then next we come down to Tyra Henderson with 24 at-bats, 333 average. Where are we here? 8 hits, 4 singles, 1 double, and 3 home runs with 3 RBIs. And also those top 4, they've accounted on the runs. They've accounted for 6, 7, 9, and 7 runs additionally. And let's look over here at the pitching and see how that's going here. Kylie Kinsler's pitched in all 7 games. She's so far she's faced 183 batters with 565 pitches. 3 wins, 2 losses. And that really should be 4-3 now. But I don't keep these stats. I just read them. So anyway, it looks to me like they are getting ready to start here. And so the sun's just not too bad in my eyes. Get my cap pulled down here a little bit. Hard to do with my headset on. That I'm hoping you guys can see. I wish that they had some way of being able to look through these fences without having to look through the chain link. I look through this and I know what a prisoner feels like now. But they're getting their pitches in, and Tyra Henderson's getting ready to come up to bat. And another good thing from this field, this is actually the baseball field that they convert over to the softball for softball games. They have to tear the pitching mound out, and they have to put up a shorter fence in the outfield. But this field, unlike so many of the others, I can see the scoreboard real well here. That's kind of nice, instead of the scoreboard being hidden behind everything. So here we are ready for the first pitch of the game. Tyra Henderson up to bat. She looks at a ball. Foul ball down the third base line. 1-1. The pitch coming in. That ball's hit foul down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So I think we know what direction that ball is going to go. And there it is to the third baseman. She knocks it down and just gets over there in time. So 1 out. 5-3 put out on Tyra. Brings up Emma Flaster, second base, with 1 out. No runners on. She looks in at a ball. Ball 2. Another thing I'd like to mention is now I have some live scoring in front of me on this game, so I can keep up with number of pitches. Hey, there's ball 3. Patience shown by Emma Flaster. 3-0 count with 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Foul ball back into the stands here, and that makes it 3-1. Three and one count, and here comes the pitch. Ball hit into center field, and it is caught. So 2 up and 2 down. Brings up Kylie Kinsler. I think I gave her stats before, but Kylie's been through 7 games. She's batting. Where'd it go? Batting average. Oh, I moved it over. She's batting .292. She has 1 ball. Right back to the pitcher, line drive right into the pitcher's glove. So, at the end of a half of an inning, Elsberry with their first chance. Fort Zumwalt East is going to be coming up to bat, and there is no score.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back for the bottom half of the first inning. The Lady Lions are going to be bringing up number 14, Catherine Berglund, second base. She'll be leading off. And sorry I don't have any stats at all on the opposing team. For whatever reason, they guard those stats like Fort Knox. They're really hard to get. She steps in, batting from the right side. Kinsler gets ready to pitch. Kinsler's a right-handed pitcher. First pitch. Ball high. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 2 is high. Foul ball into their own dugout. That brings up count of 2-2. Foul balled on the right side. All right, she's hit foul balls to both sides. Let's let her miss this one. Sort of like artillery. She's found the range now strikeout. Nope, foul ball on the third base side. Count remains 2-2. There's a fly ball into shortstop, and that was brought down by Peyton Robinson with the putout. One batter up, one batter down. Brings up number 11, Mackenzie Hayes, left field. Mackenzie Hayes looks at a strike. There's the ball, high and tight. Infield playing her in, way in. She squared up to bunt, picks it up, throws to first, and she is safe. Morgan Jones' foot was off the bag, I believe. The throw was almost in time. Tyra has a cannon there. She can throw from home plate. So with one out, the Lady Lions have their first base runner. Brings up number 3, Jocelyn Abbott, shortstop. Foul ball hit to the left side, strike one. Batter call timeout, ready to go now. There's a fly ball, long fly ball over her head out in left field. And she's throwing the ball in, and runner is going to score. And Jocelyn Abbott has a stand-up double. So Fort Zumwalt East strikes first with a run. Brings up Chloe Smallfield, pitcher. Called strike for the first pitch. There's a ball outside, 1-1. Jocelyn Abbott's on second base. Mackenzie Hayes has scored. Ball hit into center field, and it drops in front of Tiny. And she just gets it into the infield. Mackenzie Hayes stays at third base. So Chloe Smallfield is on at first with one out and runners at the corners. And that brings up number 5, Elizabeth Behan. She's their first base. First pitch to Behan. Ball, and Smallfield, well, she has a runner in for her, but she thought about running and decided against it. Ball 2. There's a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip, strike 2. High fly ball out into center field. Tiny was not quite there. It went over her head, and she gets it in, but a runner does score. That makes it 2-0. Still only 1 out. Ball 1. This is Molly Weiss up to bat. She is third base. There's a pop up right to the pitcher for out number 2. Brings up Kayla Kindler, catcher. Hard hit ball out into left field, and it's going. Okay, it went past the fence. They'll be calling that a ground rule double. So how many runs scored then? Did only 1 come in? 2 runs came in. Okay, I know at least 1 run scored. I wasn't sure if 2, because ground rule double. I don't know if she was on second base or on first. Scoreboard's only showing 3. Yeah, it has to be 4, yeah, because there's only 1 on base. Anyway, we have Jessica Kennan up to bat now. She is the right fielder. And she has a count of 2 balls, no strikes. There's a call strike. Okay, scoreboard agrees with everybody else now, 4-0. There's a high fly ball into center field, and Tiny is there and has it. And that retires the side. But some damage was done, and 4 runs, 1 runner left on. And with the end of 1 inning, the score is now Fort Zumwalt East 4, Elsberry Lady Indians nothing.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back, and Morgan Jones leads off the inning for the Lady Indians. She is the first base. She looks at a call strike. There's ball one. Inside, she had to jump back. There's a call strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's the ball, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, 1 batter up, 1 batter down. Brings up number 3, Peyton Robinson. Peyton Robinson is batting .238 this year with 5 hits. Okay, we have no balls, 1 strike. There's a ball right there. Ball hit down to third base, over to first, and she is out. So with 2 outs, brings up the left-handed hitting Kelsey Flaster. I know in a couple of other games, Elsberry's done a lot of damage with 2 outs. They need to do it now. Ball 1 inside. There's a fly ball to first base, and that is the 3rd out. So, Elsberry's not able to get any base runners on. And at the end of 1.5 innings, the score is 4-0 for Zumwalt East over Elsberry.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back now for the bottom of the second inning. The Lady Lions up to bat one more time. They went through 8 batters in the first inning and scored 4 runs. All makes sense. 4 runs, 1 runner left on, and 3 outs. That's 8. Paige Benhart is up to bat now. She's their center fielder. First pitch is high for a ball. And there's a call strike. Ball 2 is high. Foul ball. 2-2. Here's a foul ball back behind us. Remains 2-2. High and outside, ball 3. Full count on Paige Benhart. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball hit foul down the third base line. Remains 3-2. Okay, back again for another payoff pitch. Ball 4. So it brings up the top of the lineup, Catherine Berglund. She flied out to shortstop her first time up. Called strike. Ball hit right to shortstop, over to second, out, and they got the lead runner. So Catherine Berglund's on with the fielder's choice. And they got Paige Benhart out. And there was Mackenzie Hayes squared up to bunt. And she foul tipped it. So 1 strike on Mackenzie Hayes. She had a single her first time up. Full swing through there and tipped it back. Foul tipped it back. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball gets away from, there's a wild pitch, got away from Tyra. And Catherine Berglund is down to second base now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Another ball high. Kylie's releasing the ball just a little bit late. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's 2 outs. Runner on second. Jocelyn Abbott up to bat. She had a double her first time up. Ball hit hard down the third base line, but foul. There's a strike, and I know Tyra would have loved to throw that down to second base. Hard hit ball out into left field, but it is foul. That brings up no balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second, 2 outs. Jocelyn Abbott up to bat. High fly ball out into left field, and Kelsey Flaster's under it for the 3rd out. So, no runs, couple of hits, 1 runner left. At the end of 2, the score is 4-0, Fort Zumwalt East over Elsberry.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank.
Okay, we are back. We have Mackenzie Gladney starting off this 3rd inning for Elsberry. This is her first plate appearance in this game. I'd say it's time for her to get something started for Elsberry. First pitch is ball high. Ball outside. Swing and a miss, strike 1. There's a popper up to pitcher, and she's got it for the out. Brings up Bella Mawsey. Bella Mawsey's batting 176 so far this year. Swing and a miss, strike one. Okay, they said she held up, so 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a call, strike 2. Took a little while, but he called it. Foul tip, straight back. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball right to second base, line drive. So every time that there's been 1 strikeout, everything else they've hit the bat onto the ball, but it's always been right at a player. So that brings up Tiny Henderson, center field. She's batting .455, and she dribbles it back to the pitcher. And once again, Elsberry is 3 up and 3 down. So let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Okay, we are back. And let's see. Here we go with, looks like number 18, Chloe Smallfield is coming up to bat. Chloe Smallfield had a single her first time up. She bats from the right side. Kinsler ready to pitch. First ball is a strike. First ball is a strike. First pitch is a strike. Hits the ball to third base, and it is fumbled out there by Emma Flaster. So Chloe Smallfield is on first with an error. Brings up Elizabeth Bien. Elizabeth Behan, first base. Quick throw down to first base. Morgan Jones caught it and tagged Smallfield, but not in time. Little conference out there with Elsberry coach and the home plate umpire. Okay, again, Elizabeth Behan up to bat. A ball and a strike on Behan. One ball, two strikes. Foul ball, hard hit foul ball down the third base line. Remains one ball, two strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first. Two balls, two strikes. Another hard hit ball on to the left side, foul. Stays 2-2. There's a ball. And Tyra could not find it. It went straight up. And she just couldn't find it up in the sky. The sky's pretty bright. But foul ball stays 2-2. Next pitch. Low and in the dirt, and runner is into second. That makes the count 3-2. Ball four after all of that battling. So runners on first and second. Still nobody out. Brings up Molly Weiss, third base. Bunts the ball foul. No balls, one strike on Molly Weiss. And there's a call strike. Strike two. No balls, two strikes. Runner staying at first and second. Swing and a miss. Strike three. That's what you call an unproductive out. Brings up Kayla Kindler. She had a doubler last time up, scored 2 runs. Ball hit to third base. She steps on the bag, gets the lead runner. There's 2 outs. So we have Kayla Kindler on first, Molly Weiss on second. Elizabeth Behan was thrown out at third. So 2 outs, and Jessica Kennan is up to bat. They have a pinch runner in for Kayla Kindler. Number 9, I don't know who that is. Call strike on Jessica Kennan. Ball is high, 1-1. Foul ball to the left side. Looks like it's going back into the other field. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Foul ball over into the Elsberry dugout, and Morgan Jones just couldn't quite get there. I think it tipped off the front of her glove. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hard hit ball out into left center. And Tiny Henderson got the ball thrown in, and she got it thrown in time to stop the runner from coming home. So bases are loaded with 2 outs. Bases loaded with Paige Benhart coming up to bat. She's her center field. She walked her last time up. And there's a call strike. High fly ball over to first base. Morgan Jones under it. And the Lady Lions left the bases loaded. So at the end of 3 innings, the score is still 4-0 Fort Zumwalt East.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
All right. We are back. And Tyra Henderson's going to lead off for Elsberry in the 4th inning. And Elsberry needs base runners. They've been connecting with the ball, but they've been hitting it right at the defenders. So they need to hit the ball where the defenders aren't. And the first pitch. Kind of a half swing, and she connected with it. Foul ball. Emma Flaster on deck. Kylie Kinsler after that, and Morgan Jones if anybody gets on. Foul ball down to third base line. Quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1. High fly ball out into right field and right into her glove. Emma Flaster up to bat. She flied out to center her first time up. Hard hit ball into foul territory. And first base, Elizabeth Behan was there to catch it in the foul territory. Well, 4th inning's last chance is Kylie Kinsler. She hit right into the pitcher's glove last time up. Ball 1. Line drive right into her glove. Hard hit ball down into foul territory on the third base side. There's ball 2. 2-1 with 2 outs, nobody on. High fly ball out into center field. She's under it and has it. And that's 3 outs. So far, Elsberry cannot seem to get any base runners.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Okay, we are back. And bottom of the 4th inning. Let me change my little top and bottom thing. There we go. Now we're showing the bottom of the 4th inning. And Fort Zumwalt East brings up their leadoff hitter, Catherine Berglund. She is flied out to second base and reached on a fielder's choice. And looks like Elsberry has changed the pitchers, changed around. Looks like Kylie Kinsler is going to be on third base and Addison Steele is going to be pitching. And let's see, what else does that change around? I guess, let's see. Yeah, I guess that's the change. So, with Catherine Berglund up and Addison Steele with her first pitch of the game. And it is low. Ball one. Foul ball, strike one. Ball hit to third base. Kinsler picks it up, gets it over to Jones for the out. Kylie scooped that right up, and Morgan Jones wasn't about to let that drop. So 1 out in the bottom of the fourth for Fort Zumwalt, and they now have Mackenzie Hayes up to bat, left field. She struck out her last time up. Ball low and outside, gets away, goes all the way back. They are playing her in. She started to square up to bunt. Changed her mind on it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, 2 balls, no strikes. She bunts it, and throw is not in time. Emma Flaster covered first base. Morgan Jones picked that ball up right in front of the plate, and couldn't get the ball over there in time. So successful bunt with 1 out. Fort Zumwalt has a base runner, and it brings up Jocelyn Abbott. Swing and a miss. Hard hit ball out into left field, and it is gone. Home run, 2-run home run for Jocelyn Abbott. And that makes the score 6-0 Fort Zumwalt. All right, still with 1 out. Brings up Chloe Smallfield. She reached on a single last time up. Ball's low. Ball outside. Ball hit right up the middle. Fielded by Bella Mozzie. They get it in, but Smallfield is on with another base hit. That brings up Elizabeth Bean. One out, 1 runner on. Called strike. Foul tip straight back. And at times like this, I'm glad there's a fence between me and them. Quick throw down to first base. Not in time, so we have 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bean. Hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Ball high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball to the shortstop. And she is out. Double play. Beautiful play there. Peyton Robinson snagged that ball and threw it over to first, and Morgan Jones stretched out into the splits. And they got the runner. Let's take a break at the end of 4 innings.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, we are back for the top of the 5th inning. We now have Morgan Jones up to bat. She took a ball for the first pitch. There's a call strike. Elsberry needs base runners. They haven't had anybody on base the entire game. There's a long hit over the left fielder's head. She's going to be into 2 easy. So Morgan Jones with a stand-up double leading off the 5th inning. Brings up Peyton Robinson. So Elsberry with their first base runner in the 5th inning. She squared up the bunt, pulled it back, and they called a ball. And there's a call strike, 1-1. Morgan Jones down on second base, itching to come home. Swing and a miss. She was in there. She stole third base. Morgan Jones stole third base on that pitch, and she slid in under the throw. Good throw down there by the catcher, but she slid underneath. So with nobody out, runner on third now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip, stays alive. Wasn't a very enthusiastic swing on that one. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Bunt, and it is foul. All right. Yeah, there was some controversy there, but she bunted on her third strike, bunted it foul, so that was an out. So first out of the inning. Now we have Kelsey Flaster up to bat, batting from the left side. She's the left fielder. Morgan Jones still down there on third. There's a call strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball high. There's ball 2. So after 0-2, she's worked it to 2-2 with 1 out and Morgan Jones on third. 60 feet away from being a run. There's ball back to the pitcher, gets through, and they get the ball over to first for the out, but Morgan Jones does score. So 5-3 put out on Flaster, but the run does score. Makes the score now 6-1. So Elsberry is on the board. First pitch to Mackenzie Gladney is a strike. With 2 outs and nobody on. Ball hit to short. Throw over to first, and she is out. All right, well, Elsberry did get a base runner that time, and they got her around and scored. So halfway through the 5th inning, the score is Fort Zumwalt East 6 and the Elsberry Lady Indians 1. Let's take a break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, we are back for the bottom of the 5th inning. And Addison Steele is remaining in as pitcher. And Fort Zumwalt's going to bring up Molly Weiss, their 6th place batter. Molly Weiss is going to be up to lead off this inning. She is struck out and popped out to the pitcher. Score is 6-1 halfway through the 5th inning. Fort Zumwalt put 4 runs up in the first inning. Then in the 4th inning, they added on with a 2-run homer. Elsberry just can't seem to get any base runners. The one they got on, they got around. Morgan Jones got around. First pitch is a strike to Weiss. But it just seems like every time they hit the ball, it's right to a defender. Ball is high. Looks like they have a new catcher in for Elsberry, too, and I can't see who it is. And there's a pop-up over to second base, and Emma Flaster is under it and has it. All right, 1 up and 1 down in the 5th inning for Fort Zumwalt. Brings up Kayla Kindler. Ball is up and out. Ball 1. Ball low. It's a high pop up on the infield, and Morgan Jones is there to catch it. So 2 outs. There was 3 of them that could have gotten that, and Morgan Jones called everybody off, and she was under it. It was actually hers to catch anyway, because she was heading towards it. Jessica Kennan's up to bat now for Fort Zumwalt with 2 outs, nobody on. Ball hit, between first and second base. And it is picked up out there by Bella Mozzie, and she gets it thrown in. So Jessica Kennan with 2 outs is on first with a single. Brings up Paige Benhart, their center fielder. 2 outs, 1 on. Ball 1. And that one caught the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball to second base, and it's a 3rd out. There's Emma Flaster underneath that ball and pulls it in. So at the end of 5 innings, the score is 6-1, Fort Zumwalt over Elsberry.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at MedicineShopRx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan. pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, Bellamazzi's up to lead off for the top of the 6th inning for Elsberry. Ball up and in, almost took her face off. Ball 1. Here's ball 2. There's 3 balls, no strikes. Smallfield still pitching for Zumwalt. And there was a call strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mozzie thought that was ball 4, but the umpire didn't think so. There's a fly ball into center field, and Benhart is underneath it for the first out. Brings up Tiny Henderson, center field. She grounded out to the pitcher the first time up. Foul ball down the third base line. No balls, 1 strike. There is a squared up to bunt, and the ball went foul. So she is no balls, 2 strikes. Hit the ball foul down the third base line, remains no balls, 2 strikes. There's ball 1. Ball hit right to first base. Bean picks it up and steps on the bag. That brings up Tyra Henderson in the 6th inning. She hit out to second base her first time up and flied out to right field her second time up. And here's a foul ball, came right over my head. So no balls, 1 strike on Tyra Henderson. And there's a foul ball to the left side. No balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 6th inning. 6-1 Fort Zumwalt over Elsberry at this time. Ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. High fly ball out into left field. And that is Hayes underneath it, and she has it for the third out. So halfway through the sixth inning, score is Fort Zumwalt 6 and Elsberry 1. Take another break.
Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
And we come back to Catherine Berglund, leadoff batter for Fort Zumwalt here in the bottom of the sixth. Pop up to first base, and Morgan Jones under it in foul territory for the first out. Brings up Mackenzie Hayes. She bats from the left side and is a left fielder. She has struck out and been on base twice tonight. And there's a swing and a miss, strike one. And infield is playing her way in. And there's strike two. First and third base is only about 3/4 of the way back. Swing and a miss, strike three. So 2 batters up, 2 batters down. Brings up Jocelyn Abbott. Her last time, she got a 2-run home run. So they might be a little more careful pitching to her this time. Ball outside. Call strike one. Low and outside, and ball gets away from Gladney. Two balls, one strike. Ball hit hard to third base. Kinsler picks it up, throws over to Morgan, and it is out number 3. So 5-3 put out, and that takes care of Fort Zumwalt in the bottom half of the sixth. So we go to the 7th inning now. The score is 6-1 Fort Zumwalt.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back, and this is going to be Elsberry's last chance here. They've got a long row to hoe, but I've seen them do it. So, brings up Emma Flaster to lead off. We got to go through the lineup, get these runs back. Emma Flaster, second base. She's hit out to center field and to the pitcher. And her 2 times up. So, all right, the umpire cleaning off home plate. Emma Flaster batting from the right side. She needs to put the ball in play and get on first. High fly ball right to the pitcher, and 1 pitch, 1 out. With 1 out, brings up Kylie Kinsler, presently playing third base. She looks at a call, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball hit right to third base, throw over to first, and Kinsler is down on a 5-3 putout. Brings up Morgan Jones. She's been the only base runner for Elsberry tonight with her double in the 5th inning. High fly ball out into center, or it's actually second base. And that is out number 3. And that, my friends, is the end of this game. And the final score, 6-1, Fort Zumwalt East over Elsberry. So let's take a quick break here.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right. Do a little post-game show here brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. And big story of tonight, my opinion, and I'm the only one here that is talking, so I guess my opinion is the one that counts. These young ladies just could not get the ball past defense on Fort Zumwalt. Every ball they hit, whether it was hard hit or just dribbler or whatever, was absolutely right to one of the defenders. And so they just couldn't place the ball once they hit it. And so when you do that, and the opposing team, which in this case was Fort Zumwalt East, whenever they come out and get 4 runs in the first inning and then add on 2 more in the 4th inning with the 2-run homer, and you can't get any base runners. Like I said, Morgan Jones was the only base runner for the entire evening. And you can't win any games whenever you only have 1 base runner, because she did come around and score. But that didn't let anybody else do it. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and back on out of here. And until tomorrow, let me get the calendar out here. And let's see. Tomorrow night, we are at Van Far High School for a 5 o'clock game. And if you're listening on this or watching on YouTube, I guess you really don't care where the game is, as long as I know where it is. But the game tomorrow night is at 5 o'clock. We'll be playing Van Far at Van Far. And I will, barring a catastrophe on something, I will be there and bring you the game live. And remember, you can always watch it later on YouTube. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Elsberry Democrat YouTube page. And these games are on there in perpetuity or perpetuity. Anyway, they're on there for a long time. And so, anyway, for the Indian Sports Network, this is Kenny Masterson saying good night from Fort Zumwalt East High School in St. Peters. Till tomorrow night, good night.